most of us don't want to hear that in 99% of the cases, someone who's worked within the equestrian industry for over 30 years, from a groom, flat jockey to PSG dressage rider, now as an international chiropractor, I can tell you, it's mainly us. It's mainly our problems that are being transferred onto our horses. Before you roll your eyes and start being a keyboard warrior and replying to this, bear with me, let me try and explain. Your horse feels everything, true or false. Your horse feels when you're frustrated, when you're sad, when you feel on top of the world. They communicate via energy, body language. I know when I'm feeling sad, when I'm feeling angry and annoyed and frustrated, my body is very different. I walk into a room, into my horse's stable, like a totally different person without saying anything than when I'm feeling relaxed, calm, and happy. Okay? We have emotions. This is the changing state of emotions, but that also affects how I come into a stable. Big announcement. I am going to write a book. It's called The Female Rider Code. Why? Because I'm sick and tired of women in general dieting, but I'm going to focus on my fellow horsey girls, ladies, equestrian women out there that think dieting, juicing, Weight Watchers, calorie controlled diets are the way forward. I'm going to show you in this book the 3 simple steps that you can do anywhere in the world to achieve what you want to in the saddle. And most importantly, achieve that connection, that partnership that you want with your horse. When I asked equestrian women around the world, what is the one word that you would say would sum up a horsey person, a horsey lady? Press pause and have a think. This is what they told me. Tears, sacrifice, laughter, 2 steps forward, 5 steps backwards, you know what I mean? But when I asked them, why do we do it? Why on earth do we do this? We sacrifice so much time, money, frustration, our lives to this horse or sometimes horses. And the same goes for dogs. Why do we do it? And I was hit with words like connection, progress, feeling proud, like a sense of accomplishment. This is the gap I'm going to close, and the book is the blueprint. I've been working with equestrian women from around the world, and this includes your happy hackers who just genuinely enjoy horses as a hobby and they just want to improve their relationship with their horse, all the way to Olympic level equestrians. And I see patterns within all of them. First of all, nutrition. None of us know what, when, and how to eat as a female in and out of the saddle. So many of us say things like, I haven't got time, I don't like breakfast, when I do feel like eating at 3-4 p.m. I have a crash, or I just eat the entire cupboard or whatever is around me, if it's McDonald's, whatever's on the go. The second thing is movement. So many equestrian women think that riding is enough. Riding is not enough. This is like saying, and I know you agree with me here, to get my horse fit for a dressage competition, them being out in the field is enough. It sounds ridiculous, but the same principle comes to riding. Riding your horse does not classify as being riding fit. You actually have to do exercises specific to your seat, your hormonal age. That basically means how old you are. That means, do you have a menstrual cycle? Are you going through perimenopause? I feel for you. Or are you in those post-menopausal years? That is your hormonal age, and that's going to make a huge difference to what exercises you do in and out of the saddle. And the third aspect is stress management. I don't mean being a yoga guru and doing breathwork meditation every day for an hour. I mean the resilience you have to have as an equestrian in an unpredictable sport to not only manage that stress, but let it go. Bear with me here. Most of us know that owning a horse comes with highs and comes with lows, And sometimes that feeling of actually going forward 2 steps and going backwards 6 steps feels like a repetitive pattern. Most of us take on so much stress. And I'm talking to my women here. My women who have the stubborn layer of belly fat, like you're carrying a tire around your stomach. No matter how much exercise, how little food you eat, it's not shifting. By the way, if you relate to any of this, comment below, give me a subscribe, or just share this with someone who really needs it. We all know that owning a horse is not a cheap hobby. I looked into this. The average amount here in the UK, it's £20,000 a year just to keep a horse. Never mind that unexpected vet bill that might rack up to over 10k. So, equestrian women, when you say to me, I have got no money, add up how much you spend on your horse, and that includes those matchy lemure numbers. I might say something now that just might get under your skin a little bit, but I am always known for being direct and telling the truth, in my perspective. Most riders, most equestrian owners are on this mission to feel progress, to feel like their horse is a little bit better than it was yesterday. The first person, besides my partner or maybe my mum or someone close to me that can feel that something isn't right, is my horse. They straight away know, oh, okay, she's different today. What's going on? How do I read this? Do I want to be in her energy? Do I want to be working with her? And this is what I mean. 99% of it is actually us not taking responsibility for how we are feeling, because let's face it, when we feel pain, we want to run away from the uncomfort. Our brain goes into what's comfortable, what can ease this frustration. Don't worry, I get it, you're not alone. At first, I would always look at the horse, not to blame the horse. I've always been someone who's very empathetic and loves horses. I don't know about you, but I'm someone who's, when I'm with any animal, I actually have a horse or dog voice that I put on and I start talking in that voice. And even though people are around, clients, no matter who they are, I put on a voice and I can't help it. But I remember this lesson I was having with an instructor. And this is a really good example of when it's not the horse, it was me. This horse has got confirmed arthritic changes in both front feet and has both stifle and hock arthritis. He's 16 years old. He's had a tough life as an eventer. He wasn't mine, he was a client's, but she allowed me to ride him in a lesson. Now, he has quite a nice chilled life where he currently is. His kind of competition days are over and he's allowed to retire in this wonderful, like, horsey paradise. If I was a horse, I'd want to go there. Every now and then, he's kept in light work, so hacking, and when he's having a flare-up of arthritis, which is being managed by the vet, for those of us, we always want to rule out pain, we take off the pressure from the work and we just keep him in light mobile work. So we just take off the pressure from schooling. I was having a lesson the other day, and knowing the history can sometimes do you a disservice. Again, if you disagree or agree, comment below and let me know your thoughts. But because I know his history and I've treated him as a chiropractor as well, you get on as a human with this expectation. Oh, well, I know he's stiffer on the right rein. I know he's not as comfortable on the right rein. So you adapt your body, you adapt what questions you ask him to do because you feel it and your brain's hardwired to know and want to know and be like, this is certainty, right? So I know this horse has these problems. So I'm an empath. I'm not going to put the pressure on. What I loved about this instructor was when I got on, he watched me walk a couple of circuits around and he said, take your feet out of the stirrups and just have a really light contact. I'm up for anything, open-minded, and said, okay. And the first thing he did was he said, Nika, close your eyes and open up your right hip. And I'm like, excuse me, what? He said, you weight train. I was like, how does this guy know that I do this? Okay, he said, you look strong, you look stable, secure in the seat. However, you also look stiff in your right seat bone. I mean, this guy was amazing. He was right, of course. We worked for 5 minutes on opening up my right hip. And then he said, place your feet back into the stirrups and work on your left ankle. So we did exercises for my left ankle. We were still in walk, by the way. My horse was just mooching along, like he was so happy, just comfortable. I could see his ears were going back and forth. He was probably like, okay, what is she doing? He could definitely feel the difference. And this is the key thing, the key moments. A good 20 minutes in, we're still walking. He says, okay, pick up the reins and go to trot. I was like, okay. The horse underneath me was a different horse. I swear, I'm not even making this up. I was like, I can't feel any restriction. I can't feel any lameness. There's no stiffness, right rein, left rein. And I remember just smiling, the biggest smile. I felt so in the flow. I know that sounds cheesy, but I found that I was like, nothing feels tight. We came to walk and I said to him, what did you just do? And he said, we worked on you. And I was like, damn, more people should know about this. And I know you're probably sat there going, Nika, I know that it's me as well, but like my horse needs to be worked. My horse needs this. I've got this competition coming up. Or, you know, do I always check in with myself? Yes, you do. You do, because that lesson taught me, once I checked in with myself, the problems I'd made up and I'd known that this horse was suffering with wasn't there. So something shifted in my perspective, in my intention, in my body, in my feel, in the non-verbal communication that he picked up on. So, call it what you want, it felt incredible. The Female Rider Code is not for someone who wants a quick fix. This book is going to give you the tools. It's going to be a systematic, easy to follow framework. But if you're someone sat there going, I want a quick fix, I want to know more gadgets, I want to know more supplements, I want to know the quickest way, I'm not your gal. Find someone else. I don't believe in that. As much as it sounds amazing, and I get this all the time when I work with my riders, they'll say to me, Nika, what about this supplement? I'm like, save your money. You can improve your health as a rider through nutrition alone for a period of time. That I've shown on countless times working with women across the world, no matter what their age is, that you don't need a quick fix. All these injections to help you lose the fat, yes, there's science behind it, and yes, it gives you the very quick results, but it does not change your habits and how you think and approach food. For those of us that overeat, I'm one of them, emotionally eat, I will not fix that with a drug or a pill. I'm going to fix that by asking myself, going into the pain, going into the discomfort, Nika, why do you emotionally eat? Why are you resorting to food to get that little bit of feeling good, a little bit of safety in my body? Oh, I just want something. Everything else around me, it's not good. I'm going to eat. That's what I need to work on. That's what I need to help fix, if you want to say that. This book is going to be for women who want to improve their relationship with their horse. No matter if you're a happy hacker, if you're an event rider, if you're a dressage guru, if you're a trainer, therapist, if you are an Olympic rider. I've seen it in all of you. We don't know how to fuel ourselves as women have ever-changing hormones. This book is going to give you the blueprint. And I'm going to say it, if you want to know specifically what I'm going to be asking or what I'm going to be saying, or you'd like to know, Nika, do we have to wait till the book? Comment below, send me a message. I'm happy to have a call with you. At the same time, if you're thinking, I'd love to know more about how this impacts this on my horse, let me know, comment below, because this book is for you. I've got so many valuable tools to share with you that I want to make sure that's going to come across in a really coherent, clear way. So if you're thinking, Nika, I've read about even, I'll give you a hint, the way a female rider sits in the saddle compared to a male, share more. Tell me, comment below, and I'll make sure that I add this into the book. If you haven't already, remember to join the Skool group. It's free, called the Female Rider Code. Here, it's very safe place. It's conversational, both female riders and me sharing advice on horses. I also have some guest speakers coming in every couple of months where you guys can ask questions.